Hey guys, Blade Rage here with, I was recommended to do a video of the clans on Vanguard and what they are and what their main goal is, or what they end up doing. So, to start off, we're gonna go ahead and do the, United Sanctuary part of the clans list. The first one is Royal Paladins, which, their whole point is for their rear guards to or well, pretty much the comrades help each other, so the vanguard helps the rear guards and the rear guards help the vanguard. And then the next one is Shadow Paladin, which retires off the rear guards for the vanguard to gain ridiculous power, ridiculous effects. Angel Feathers, which lets you swap out damage for cards in your hand so you can get those cards that you need back. You can also manipulate your own damage zone for further use, like a Metatron's effect, which is Limit Break 4. I believe it's Counterblast 1. Put 2 of your rear guards into the damage zone and call 2 of them out. Or call 2 face-up rear guards back to the rear guard circle. The next one is Gold Paladin, which is probably doesn't need explanation, but what it does is it helps the Vanguard, and it can superior call from the deck like crazy. If you play it right, you can go from 0 rear guards to 5 with 2 or 3 effects and not waste more than 2 cards out of your hand. So, and then I believe that, oh, and Oracle Think Tank, which allows you to draw cards and gain power. It lets you draw cards due to card effects, and then they gain power usually if you have 4 or more cards in the hand, or if you don't have any cards in the soul. For Goddess of the Sun Amaterasu, the Cross Ride, Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, whenever it hits, or whenever its attack hits while it's on the Vanguard circle, you can search your deck for any Oracle Think Tank unit and add it to the hand. Doesn't have to be grade 2, doesn't have to be 1 or lower, it can be any Oracle Think Tank unit. And then I'm pretty sure that's it for United Sanctuary. Now for the Dragon Empire, there's Kagero, which mainly revolves around retiring your opponent's rear guards and gaining power. Narukami, their futuristic version, which retires your opponent's rear guards and swing 4 or attack for huge amounts, like 40k columns on, or 40k to, if you play it right, 70k on each column. Yeah, whenever the cross break ride comes out, you're gonna see that a lot. But the next one is Tachikaze. They retired their own rear guards to recycle them and give the Vanguard power, or due to effects. Nubatama, before these 2 recent episodes came out in Japan, it was mostly about your opponent discarding when you guarded with them or attacked hit. But they're going to go around binding your opponent's rear guards and cards in their hands. If you don't know what bind means, bind is a term that renders them useless by putting them in the bind zone, which is usually off the mat or like in a deck box or something like that. And then they return to the field at the end of the turn. Then or at the end of that turn, or the end of next turn. For Nubatama, actually, I don't know, let me get the list of clans real quick. Because I'm pretty sure that I'm forgetting some. And, oh, on the United Sanctuary, the one clan that I did forget is called Genesis. It's a new clan for Season 3. Their effects go around soul charging and then soul blasting later for extra criticals or drawing more cards. So, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Then it's the Dark Zone, which there's only 3 clans in the Dark Zone. First one is Dark Irregulars, which go around soul charging to gain power. Or if you play Reiji like I want to, then it'll be gaining an extra 2 crit at all times. Pale Moon is selective soul charging to call him back out to shove him back in. So you would ride, for example, Turquoise Beast Tamer, slide Girl Across the Gap back, next turn ride Crimson Beast Tamer, call a rear guard, Girl Across the Gap, put Turquoise Beast Tamer in rear guard so it can boost for 9,000 whenever the next turn rolls around. Spike Brothers go around soul blasting to gain usually about 5,000 and then return back to the deck. So it's a soul blast then hit and run. The next one is Magalacnica. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. I'm sorry. But, the first one is Aqua Force, which goes around having multiple attacks per turn, whether they're weak or strong, and then gaining effects off of it. So far, the 4th attack is what is required, or was the highest requirement on a card's effect. And most of them have it, but most people probably know it as not Supreme Dragon, Maelstrom, the Sea Dragon guy that I personally don't think he's good at all. That's just my opinion. But then it's Bermuda Triangle, which goes on soul charging little by little and then soul blasting, drawing cards and returning units back to the hand. And then Grand Blue, which you can literally sum it up in a movie reference by saying Night of the Living Dead. So they return their units from the drop zone, usually by retiring or counterblasting others. The next one is the Zoo, which I think they should have replaced it with something else. The first one is Great Nature, giving rear guards power and then retiring them. Usually there's cards like the Loop Duckbill, or that let you draw a card whenever it's retired, so you do that. And then Mega Colony prevents your opponent's rear guards from standing. They can still retire them and then replace them. Neo Nectar, the one that most people play, the Musketeers, are usually about calling more Musketeers from the deck or recycling them. Stargate, first one's Dimension Police, giving the Vanguard power to get effects, usually extra criticals, or reducing your opponent's Vanguard's attack during your turn. Tranger is it's not completed. It was considered a joke clan. They do stuff like Spider-Man and Daigo. It also has one of the dual clan cards. It was something that has to do with it also being treated as an Aqua Force card. Next one is Link Joker, which is also a new clan that introduces the lock feature, which when you lock a unit, you put it face down and it stays like that until the end of the controller's next turn. You can't retire it, you can't stand it, you can't attack with it, nothing. It is frozen. And then the other one is Nova Grappler, which usually stands the rear guards so you can attack again, which is pretty self-explanatory. There's two other unofficial clans that are joke cards and illegal in official Bushiroad tournaments. There's Tachiban and Breakers. Tachiban, there's only 2 cards for it, but they have a grade 4. It's a grade 3 or grade 4 that says, if this attack hits, you're taking 7. No. If I'm being boosted by my little supporter, I don't remember his name, you're going to take 7 damage and you don't get to heal. And I also get to, whenever, it's also considered a heal trigger, which I just think it was kind of funny as a joke card. And, there's also another one, the Breakers clan is the one that I haven't seen it yet. And, it says the only one in this clan is called Vanguard Fighter Daigo, which is apparently a grade 5, which I have not heard of this before, guys. So, what it is it's a promo card. And if you ever saw the live-action movie that has Daigo in it, okay, so the name for it is Vanguard Fighter Daigo. It's a normal unit, grade 5, 50,000 power, which pretty much means you're going to need a perfect guard it. It has a base of 5 criticals, so it's an automatic 5 damage. It's an image character. And then its card's effect is Act, Vanguard Circle, Make a Wish. And then it says, Everyone Will Smile. So, this is a joke card, and you can, it's a promo, I'm assuming, for a tournament. And, it looks just like a regular Vanguard card, except for it has grade 5, and it has a weird symbol. It's not Twin Drive. It looks like something that could represent a, maybe a triple drive, or a new effect that we have not heard of. So, you know it's a joke card. It could also lead to another ability for a grade, or for certain cards. But so far, it looks like it will be a interesting setup, because here in America, we're going to get set 11 before we get set 10, which I really don't like. Because since I'm going to play Eradicators, I'd rather have Dragonic Descendant and Gauntlet Buster first before getting Armor Break. Which, I mean, Narcombee and Dark Irregulars are my main clans. So, but one thing for sure is I just can't wait until set 12 comes out so I can get my King of Mass Dantarian. Which, I can already tell, people are going to hate me whenever I play that. Because I'm the only one who's going to be playing Blade Wing Reiji with it. And, if you guys don't know what Dantarian does, Break Ride, Limit Break 4, when a Dark Irregular rides the unit, choose 3 of your Dark Irregular rear guards, and they gain 1,000 for each card in the soul. You're kidding me. Okay, Blade Reiji usually needs 15, always needs 15 cards for the double crit. So most likely your rear guards are going to automatically get 15,000 power. And its secondary ability is whenever it attacks, you can soul charge 1, and it gains 1,000 until the end of that battle. So, it's also going to be a double rare, so right now, every clan other than Atranger and the Joke clans have gone to Break Ride. So, I'm glad that all the Break Rides are getting something good and not one clan over another. But I think the reason that set 11 is coming out before set 10 is people want, or Bushiroad wants the clans that were topping recently, or have been topping since set 5 to continue being played, but just with brake rides. And because whenever Genesis comes out, I don't, like, after set 11 through wherever set is gonna stop at, I don't think we'll be seeing Overlord the End, Phantom Blaster Overlord. We might see Majesty here and there with Salome, the brake ride for Royal Paladin, which just makes it even a lot more slower than what it needs to be. We might see Overlord the End because of the brake ride, which if the Vanguard didn't stand, you can discard 3 Cog Arrow units to stand it back up. But that's if it does not hit. Or it does not stand. So, I can already see a lot of people just going, okay, let's buy cases so we can just go ahead and get all the cards we need plus the brake ride and hopefully a playset. Because I've seen people already fighting over which brake ride is the best. And how expensive it's going to be. And it will come out as a triple rare to what the Wikia is confirming. Or what the Wikia confirmed. Or it might have been triple rare, but... Anyway, that's been my introduction to all the clans, what they do. And now I'm signing out.